It is showtime. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wealth Wednesday. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. As I say that, Wealth Wednesday isn't just a cool phrase to say on Wednesdays. Part of our Rank Makers community, Rank Makers Live, and Rank Makers Live. Speaking of Rank Makers Live, it's at the end of October. An event that absolutely changed my life in terms of growing my network marketing business and my business as a whole, and just growing me as a business person in a whole, is actually happening at the end of October. I'm not sure if tickets are still available. If they are, you can go to rankmakerslive.com, check those out. They're going to have, I think there's a virtual version and there's a live version. If you're sort of struggling in your business and you can't quite put together, you might want to check out Rank Makers Live, or at least get enrolled into Rank Makers. And that's where I started. Right now, I'm a Rank Makers lifer, so just wanted to put that out there. Something that just really helps me outside coaching, outside of my business team, has really helped me grow. And as a result, I'm now a coach, and I get to do really cool stuff like this and coach others and help them work through the social media craziness that their business or their team may not know how to do. So it's good to invest in outside education, outside training, outside coaching to get tips from people that can help you grow your business. It never hurts, right? So check this out. Today on Monday, I talked about where to find people, right? We talked about different places to find people, how to find them, and how to go look for them. On yesterday, I talked about what to send them, what type of message to send them. Well, today I'm actually going to put those two together, and I'm going to show you exactly what I did on Monday. I'm going to show you the script that I'm going to send to them, and I'm going to show you how to open up the tabs, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, one thing that's very important when you do this, just make sure you set down whatever length of time that you're going to do it. If you can do it for 30 minutes, an hour, whatever, sit down and do this. But there's a process, and there's some steps that are very important that you follow to go through and do this. One, this isn't spamming. Right? That's not what we're doing. We're not spamming people, right? And we're not sending them a link. We're not just arbitrarily jumping in their inbox and sending them some crazy video. We're not doing any of that kind of stuff. This is actually truly how I cold prospect to people I don't know. Right. And again, it adds credibility. I'm going to back that up with just a little bit of the credibility part. Right. For most of the part, if you go to my Facebook timeline, right, or if you go to my YouTube channel or wherever you happen to see it. As a matter of fact, if you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, and share. Really appreciate it. And if you've got any comments, feel free to comment and I will address those. Hopefully they'll pop up over here in my StreamYard comments box. If not, I'll get over there. And hopefully, if you have any direct questions that are very important, that you just have to ask me, shoot me a text message, phone number scrolling right across the bottom of the screen, and make sure you tell me who you are, what your question is, and if I can answer it right there, I'll just text you back. If not, we'll set up a time to chat, and we'll take care of it. If you just call me out of the blue, not answering the phone, especially if you're not already in my Rolodex. Yeah, I said Rolodex. I'm an old guy. So awesome. Katrina, thanks for swinging by. Miss Pitts, awesome rock star in the house for sure. So check this out. So we're gonna do some cold prospecting, right? It's fun, it's cool, and I know if you're like me, you don't have like a bazillion friends. You've probably gone through your friends list like 50, 100 times, and you're not there. So one of the things that you need to do, and if you're brand new, you might have to do all of this stuff sort of together. One is you need to pick out some social media platforms to be on. If you're on your primary Facebook page, right, you're not going to be just blasting your product all over the place, although I sort of do because we're sort of a service-based product, because I'm specifically looking for people that want to learn how to trade. So if you go to my timeline, learn how to trade, learn about investing, learning all that kind of stuff, it's on my timeline. That's what I do. I love helping people make money, primarily why? Because I grew up stupid broke and on welfare and food stamps in the projects. It's no fun being hungry every month. I think that sucks. And if I can provide a solution to the moms and the parents and the families and people out there to put them in front of a platform that can educate them on how to create their own money, right? Dive into the $1 trillion industry of trading, and they can create their own money when they need to. Why not, right? Why not, right? So dig this. And the cool thing about it is they don't even have to join a network marketing company to do that. All I've got to do is enroll in an education platform, learn how to trade, and go make their own money. Pretty neat, right? So check this out. So as I'm talking about that, my point was on the marketing side. I got a little bit sidetracked, so you guys can keep me back on track. No problem at all. Is you need to have credibility. So my Instagram channel, guess what it talks about? My LinkedIn channel, guess what it talks about? My Twitter channel, guess what it talks about? My YouTube channel, guess what it talks about? No matter where somebody goes, they're going to basically find me either doing some type of training like this, talking about building a business, and or talking about some type of trading, investing, financing stuff, right? Because to me, that's all important. Now I've got my spiritual side, right? And I made a decision that every Sunday I'm going to be doing something around what I actually learned in church called ILT, Invest, Learn, Teach. I'm investing my time in going to church. So on Sundays, I'm going to start doing my takeaways. I'm going to start doing some takeaways from that on Sunday. I just decided to do that. I could have done a long time ago, but I just thought that might be some value that I'm going to add. Again, it's my business, it's my life. I think that's going to provide value to that deal, but it's all part of me. So when I'm doing this cold prospecting, I know I'm talking really fast. So if you're trying to translate this, you're going to have a hard time catching up. Just kidding. I'll slow down for the people that just want me to talk slower, right? So in your marketing, in your marketing, I'm saying you're putting up posts, you're putting up testimonials, you're putting up stories, you're putting up your reels on Instagram reels, your Facebook reels, your TikTok, your YouTube shorts, you're doing YouTube videos. You're doing all of that stuff in terms of putting out your video content. You're putting up your static posts about what you're doing. It might be a positive motivational post. It might be a post about what you've done in your success stories, maybe before and after picture, whatever, something that's a testimony to the direction you're going in, right? And maybe you feature somebody, maybe you do a high five and do a shout out on your timeline about somebody that's having success in your business. That's all marketing. The reason you want to do all of that stuff, right? The reason you want to start doing all that stuff if you're a brand new person. So when you're cold prospecting, I'm knocking on these doors, right? I'm knocking on these doors. I'm knocking on these virtual doors and putting little message of hope in these people's inboxes, right? So then when and if they read them, they're going to come back and say, who is this Forrest guy that just dropped a message in my timeline or in my inbox or commented on my timeline? They're going to read the message. They're going to come to my timeline, and it's all congruent, right? If on my timeline, all I'm talking about is a bunch of negative political crap, right? And I'm trying to prospect them into a business, there's no congruency there. Now, if I'm a politician and I'm talking about politics and, decreasing interest rates and improving unemployment, or removing unemployment, creating more jobs, and and I'm a politician and whatever I believe in, and then I'm sending message to people, vote for me, vote for me, vote for me. Congruency, right? Makes sense? Got it? So, hey, babe, thanks for swinging on. Thanks for swinging by. Aren't you supposed to be at work or something? I don't know. Anyway, appreciate you swinging by. So, check this out. Let's do some prospectings, right? Let's do some prospects. So I'm going to do my favorite screen share here. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you have your script ready to go, right? You don't want to be trying to type it every time you send a message. So first thing is you want to go in and you're going to draft a script. I talked about that yesterday. If you want a general idea on how to draft a script, you can go in. We'll talk a little bit more about that today. I'm going to show it to you. So let's do some screen sharing here. So the first thing I do is I want to go out and I want to find a page. There's no right or wrong. I would highly recommend that you don't find a page, that you stay away from pages that are directly related to network marketers, right? In my opinion, prospecting other network marketers is sort of like you being married and you trying to go cheat on your wife with some other buddy else, right? Or you find a married person who's already married to someone else and you're trying to get them to come out on a date with you. That's what's happening when you're prospecting other network marketers. I'm going to leave that right there. There's a lot more network marketers. There's a lot more people that aren't network marketers on the planet than are. And just think about this. You are not a network marketer until somebody that was reached out to you and invited you into the system. So I just want you to think about that for a minute. And what I'm going to share with you isn't just related to network marketing. You can use this for any business that you have, right? Any opportunity that you have, whether you're selling cars, furniture, houses, real estate, whatever, you can do this exact same thing. If you do it right, it works. You can do this on Facebook. You can do it on LinkedIn. You can do it in a box with a fox on a train in the rain with a green eggs and ham or not, right? You can do it anywhere you want to. So check this out. I went out and found the Aston Martin page. And if you know, I probably got the Aston Martin posted on my Facebook timeline. Very, very cool James Bond car. Somebody called it the other day. And I want to come down here to my Aston Martin page. You can do this with anything. I was looking at DeWalt tools earlier today, looking at a planer. Don't tell my wife. Oops, she's here already. I'm here. Looking at planers, and it was a really cool post on there. So that would be another way that I could find people to talk to. So, and the reason I'm doing this just because it's stuff I like. There's no right or wrong reason to do this. Just find something. If you're into purses, go to a purse page. If you're maybe there's a mega church out there. I'm just throwing out Joel Osteen. He's the first one that popped in my head. You're a Christian, go to Joel Osteen. He's probably got a post with thousands of comments on it that you can go in and send out messages to people that are Christians, right? So anywhere you want to find people, you can find people and you can invite them. And you're going to do sort of a cool message like this. And it's not that one. It's not that one. Isn't that a cool looking car right there? Isn't that cool? Primarily what I did was I scrolled through and I was looking for posts that had a lot of likes and comments and shares on it, right? So I've got a lot of likes. I've got over 11,000 people have liked this. I've got 264 comments and 469 shares. You can choose any of these that you want to. The cool thing about choosing the shares option, and I'll share this with you, excuse the pun, is when you choose the shares option, right, it's going to give you quite a few people to reach out to. Matter of fact, you can see I've already liked some of these. I've already sent some of them a message. Matter of fact, this person already replied to me today, which is really cool. And I can come through these. You notice I got little like icons, and I'm looking for people I can send messages to. Now I don't send them to businesses. That's a whole nother training lesson on how to prospect businesses. Maybe, you know what? Let's do that tomorrow. All right. I'll show that to you tomorrow. Hopefully, I think I have time. Let me check my calendar. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow around the same time. I'll get that post up. It'll be the same time. I'll show you exactly how I prospect businesses on Facebook. Very similar process. But right now, we're just looking for peoples, right? So here's I don't know what that is. That might be a business, but I'm gonna hover over it, right click it, and open link a new tab. I'm gonna hit the like button so I can keep tabs of where I'm at. Do the same thing there. Wow, they move stuff around on me. I hit the like. I already did that one. I scroll down here. I'm looking for people I haven't liked yet. Oh, here we go. So right click and open new tab, hit like, right click, open new tab, hit like. And I'm going to do this about 50 times, right? Right click, open new tab. Yeah, I said 50, and I'll explain why, right? Right click, open new tab. But Forrest, what if the people are in the country where my business is? I'm going to let you figure that out on your own, right? Find some people that are in the country, right? Maybe like go to a mega church that's around the corner from where you live. Probably most of the people liking on that mega church page are probably people that live where you. Now this may be in another. I'm going to skip that one, even though it doesn't have a personal profile picture. I'll go ahead and do that one because some people don't know how to use social media. I'm skipping that one altogether. I'm going to hover right mouse click, open new tab, hit the like button. And my goal is to get to about 50 of these, right? Open new tab, hit like. Where am I at? Open new tab, hit like. Wow, amazing. We'll try this guy, person, like, auto.com. We're going to skip that one. I don't know what this one is, but we'll try that one here. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to open up about 50 of these bad boys. Now, if you have a computer that has like low memory on it, you're probably, let me get this out of the way. Branding, turn that off. Okay. So if you have a computer that doesn't have a lot of memory, it may freeze up on you. This may not work. And I'm just going to leave this open. You notice I put my last like right here. Let's just do one more, right? Open new tab, hit like. Oh, yeah. I get to doing this and I sort of can't stop, right? And okay. So we've got all those open. So next thing I want to do is I want to come through and I'm going to scan through these very, very quickly and see if I can make a comment. I can make a comment. This is a public profile. I'm just going to click through these. And I'm looking for ones that make a comment. Make a comment. Nope, not that one. One funky profile pic. Although 2 days ago, I can't comment anywhere. So I don't want to do anything on there. I'm looking for ones I can comment on. I can hit a like on that one if I want to. I might just go like, who knows, you may come and send a friend request, but I can't comment on any of the posts here, right? There's nowhere to comment. So I'm going to skip that one. Wow, this is so funny. This is one of my favorite YouTube channels. This is pretty cool. So I like this. I wish I could comment on here because this is one of my ones I listen to while I'm prospecting. Anyway, can't comment on this guy, so I can't do anything with him right now. So I'm just going to close that one out. Looking for my post. Primarily, if I can see that I can comment, we'll come back to that here in just a minute. Cool page, just see if I can comment. Yes, I can comment. You can see, nope, I'm going to close that one out. Can't comment. That's the reason I do 50 of these, because my goal is to get down to about 30 that I can comment on. I know I didn't do 50, but this is just for training purposes and educational purposes. I can comment there. I can comment there. It's another language, but I really don't care. Let's see. I can comment on that one. Wow, this is amazing. Usually Usually don't have this many in a row that I can comment on. I usually have to hunt and fish. So I can comment on that one, comment on that one, comment on that one, and comment on that one. So typically my goal is to get about 30 of these tabs open so I can do 30 a day in this. If for some reason you might feel, can you prospect worldwide? Any tips for use? Any tips for us, only us, US options? Julie, just like I said, if you're in the US, just try to find US based companies, right? Something that's US. I wouldn't overthink it, right? I wouldn't overthink it, but just try to find something that's a US based company that you know the majority of the people. Football team, Denver Broncos, New England Patriots, St. Louis Cardinals, St. Louis, not the Rams anymore, the St. Louis Blues, maybe a sports team that lives in your city, right? Guess who the majority of people are going to comment on their page are going to be people that follow that sport, right? So again, a great opportunity to build your business locally, right? To build your business locally would be to find a local sports team and find those relationships with those people. And there's a couple of things you can do in that. One, you can just go through and find some really cool people to make friends with. You're not going to prospect, you're literally going to make friends with them. And that's a whole nother training strategy, right? Of getting to make friends, and they're going to be nosy. They're going to see what you're going to do. And maybe 5 or 6 months down the road, then you can ask them to look at your opportunity, right? Different strategy, right? Different strategy. So we've got all this open. We've got these open, and I've got all these people I can comment on their stuff. So here, this is sort of a 3-step process. I've got my script over here, and I'll show it to you so you can see what it looks like. Let me drag it over here. Right. So this is my script. It says, and I'm gonna put their name in there, right? So it'd say Beverly. Lost you guys over here. So let's say it's Beverly. I know we don't know each other. I ran across your profile on the Aston Martin page. You notice I pre-filled this because I'm prospecting on the Aston Martin page. If I was on the Cardinals page or the Broncos page, I put that in there, or the the Specialized Bicycle page or whatever. And I can put a little bit more in here, right? I could put Go Broncos. They're 2-1, or whether you think they'll make it to the Super Bowl, whatever, right? I don't care. And I might, finish it out on the bottom, respectfully, Broncos fan, right? So I know we don't know each other. Run across your profile on the Aston Martin page. If you had the opportunity to be invited to an online community where the focus is on education of finance, trading, investing, paying off debt, and financial planning for the future, would that be something you want to be invited to? If yes, let me know, and I'll send the invite link. If not, thanks for your time. Let me know either way, respectfully. You'll notice what I did here. One is I put their name in here. I know we don't know each other. I told them where I found them. I addressed the elephant in the room. I told them what I wanted, right? If you had the opportunity to be invited to this page, blah, blah, blah. Would there be something you'd be interested in, you'd be openly invited to? If yes, let me know. I'll send the link. I'm not sending a link until they say yes, right? If not, thanks for your time. And I'm sorry if you notice I'm not looking at the camera over here because I'm looking at my screen. That makes it because I can't see the words down here. So I'm not looking at you guys. I'm actually looking at my other monitor over here if it seems weird. So just wanted to make sure. So I thought these were just interest groups. Julie, I don't do any groups at all. I don't prospect in groups, and I'll explain why. Here, let me come back here to the big screen. Yeah, Julie, I don't prospect in groups, and I'll explain why. To me, if I went out and invested my time in building a big group, say on weight loss or health or fitness, right, or maybe a finance group, it's even more practical. Say I'm a personal trainer and I go out and I build this huge gym, right, and I spend millions of dollars and I got hundreds of customers coming in there, and then another personal trainer opens up a gym across the street. Rather than him going out and marketing, right, and rather than him standing out on the sidewalk passing out flyers and maybe going into car dealerships and passing out flyers, say, come and work out after work or going wherever, right? He's going to come over to my gym and walk in and start knocking on the doors of all my people in my gym and prospecting them, trying to get them to come across the street to the gym. That's prospecting in groups to me, right? That's not cool. Now, if I'm a personal trainer and I go to the gym and I'm in another gym and I'm working out and doing my exercise and somebody starts a conversation with me and I'm like, hey, cool, and I start that relationship with them, and then they decide to follow me to another gym, that's a whole nother thing. But that's why I don't prospect in groups, because somebody took the time and energy to build that group. It's their group to build their business, not your group to go in and steal their customers. That's just my 2 cents. I'm going to leave that right there. So that's why you go on the business pages. That's where you go to public pages. Just like on Aston Martin, if I happen to be at a car dealership, right, and I ran into somebody, and I'm like, so what you got going on today? Oh man, I'm looking at this cool new DBX. Oh really? What color are you thinking about getting? Yeah, man, what do you do for a living? Oh yeah, how long have you been doing that? Man, that's pretty cool. Curious, man, you must really love it. It's okay. Cha-ching, in time. What do you mean? You've been doing 11 years, it's okay? So out of curiosity, funny that I ran into you at the Aston Martin store. Right, I'm actually expanding my business, looking for guys like you that like to drive sexy cars. Curious, do you keep your options open when it comes to looking at other income opportunities? You do this, exchange numbers. Yeah, cool. Exchange numbers. I'll give you a call in a couple of days, man. I got to go for a test drive. I'll talk to you later. Right? So real deal. That's prospecting on a page, right? That's prospecting on a page, right? So I just wanted to paint that picture in real life to bring you into reality so you understand that concept. And what I actually just said to you is actually what I say to people when I meet them out in public to get their car. So if I talk really fast, you might have to slow the video down and write it down. It's just saying hello to somebody. Say, funny that I should run into you here, right? Nice that I met you here. So what brings you in today, right? Really cool. So what you got going on today? That's my favorite opener, and they just lay it out to me. I can be at Wingstop getting chicken, be at Kmart, or Kmart's not even around anymore, Walmart buying something. I can be just about anywhere and say that to somebody, and they'll just tell me their entire life story, right? So anyway, doing a separate training absolutely makes sense. I don't love the group idea myself, anything from groups. There you go. Not a problem at all. Find somewhere you feel comfortable, and if it's working, don't stop doing it. And I'll say that right there. If what you're doing is working, just 10x it and do it a lot more. So that's my script. So let's go back to screen share, right? Share the screen. Let me pull my scripty thing over here. I'm going to come in and I'm going to copy this whole script here. I've got it copied. And the reason you don't want to do more than about 30 is because you'll probably get kicked to the curb if you try to do too many of these at one time. So here's Carlise. I'm going to try to scroll down and find that Aston Martin. Looks like she does some really cool designer shorts. No interest in that. Cool designer shorts. Typically, and I'm just showing this to you guys as an example. Typically, I only prospect guys, but I want to give you a general idea on how easy this is. I know the Aston Martin's on here somewhere. Wow, got a lot of ways to go. So maybe I'll come back. Let's just skip her for right now. I'm trying to find one that has the Aston Martin. Ooh, I've gone far enough right here. I can stop on the Lambo right here. I'm going to hit the like button. I'm going to say, wow, 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 wow. SEXY, sexy color. I don't know what it is with purple lately, but I'm sure digging the color purple. I don't know what's going on with me with that. Hurricane Evo, rear-wheel drive Spider. Man, that must be quick. Wow, 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 wow. Sexy color. PS. Here's where the magic happens. If you do it, and the reason I'm doing it this way, let me explain this. Let me explain this, right? Let me explain this. Listen, Linda. The reason I'm doing it this way, right, is to mess with Facebook's algorithms. And they probably just heard me say that, so they're probably going to come and shut me down now. So when I go into this person's public page, right, and I'm commenting on a post, I hit the love button. I'm commenting on the post, putting in a comment here. I don't know why I can never spell just right. I just sent you a message. Check your inbox. Right? So a couple of things are going to happen. One is I check this box. This person's going to get a notification that I showed some love. It's also going to send them a notification that I just made a comment. So I'm going to hit the comment, right? I'm then going to go up to their messenger. I'm going to click on messenger. I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to say RAY. That's HAUN, comma, Control V to post, and bam, I just prospected this person, right? So a couple of things that happened here, right? One is I dropped a comment and a message to let them know it's going to get their attention. Knock, knock, knock on the door. P.S. I just sent you a message. Check your inbox. Guess what he's going to go do? He's going to go check his freaking inbox, right? He's going to go do that. Any of the people or friends that are following this guy, if they're his friends, are going to see me, and guess what they're going to go do? They're going to say, "Who's this Force guy?" They may or may not come and check out my page. They're going to click on my link and say, "What's this Force guy up to?" And if they have any interest in anything that's posted on my page, they may comment on it, they may like it, they may send me a private message. I don't know, but I just put this message of hope into this person's box. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to close that tab, and I'm going to go to the next one. and I'm going to do basically the same thing. This guy's into fishing. What is up with the Lambos, right? Dude, right? The first thing that jumps into my head, dude, this is fire, right? P.S. I sent you a message. You guys can probably tell I like cars. Sent you a message. Check your inbox. When you're doing these, I would just set aside about an hour, right, to do these, and just take your time and go through them. You may get in an hour, depending on how fast you type or don't type. You can probably in an hour probably knock out about 45 of these if you don't stop and goof off with cars and stuff and get distracted. I would turn on some music, maybe your AC/DC highway to hell music or whatever you want to listen to, and go in and start doing it. IAN, comma, Control V, and post. Now, here's the deal with this, right? So that you won't get kicked to the curb. If you open up 30 of these, you might want to do 15. Take a break, take 10 minutes, go make a cup of coffee, do something, take the dog for a walk, take out the trash, do something, then come back and do the next 15. Down here in the lower right-hand corner, if for some reason it becomes undeliverable, you'll get a little red check mark there that says it didn't send. Right in the lower, if you guys can see down here, my messenger down here where my cursor's at, you may get a little red box that means it didn't send. Just stop, take a break, wait a couple of hours, come back later, and try it again. You may have to send the same message. I like to go in. If it is a red one, I'll just hit the delete button here, remove the message, paste it in there, and try again. And if it goes, then I'll do my next 15, right? So if you say to do this to 100 people, could you expect 10% of them to become customers? I don't know. Michael, I have no idea. There's no ROI for that, right? There's no ROI in the expectation. However, you did make a really, really good point, right? Is you need to track what you do. So how many people did I reach out today, right? What page did I reach out to them? If you're prospecting on a certain page and you're getting crickets after crickets after crickets, you're fishing in the wrong pond, right? So find a good place to fish, right? If they're not biting, then stop fishing there, right? So that's the first answer. You've got to track what you do. So if I sat here and I set out 1,000 messages and I got nothing, and I can go all the way back till last January of 2020, I did 1,853 messages and I did 121 customers, if that answers your question. And I'm going to leave that right there, right? And that's because I went crazy. Now, a year later, and it just went up from there. It went up from there. Then I got a lot of customers. I got a lot of customers enrolled. I did a lot of this stuff, did a lot of crazy things in terms of cold prospecting. I love it, but it all comes back to the marketing side of it too. It's because I showed up on my timeline day after day after day after day, adding credibility to the message that I just sent, right? It would be crazy if I'm talking about joining a finance group and somebody comes to my page and I'm talking about red shoes or purple shoelaces, right? There's no congruency in that. So be congruent in your marketing, be congruent in your prospecting, right? Don't be wishy-washy and all over the place. If you have a company that has multiple products, this is going to be really hard for you to chew. Pick out one product, fall in love with that, especially if it's one that you use. Fall in love with it, wrap your heart around it. As Beyonce says, put a ring on it, marry it, and that's all you talk about is the benefits and the solutions that single product offers. Get the customer in your customer bucket, get them signed up for that product, then upsell them on the rest of your stuff, right? Pro sales tip right there, right? So you're going to go through this stuff. I'm throwing in all kinds of nuggets for you guys. Next page. Oh, I gotta close these guys down here. Next page. I'm going to go through and I'm going to look for some stuff. He's got some weird girls on here. Apologize, you guys. People. Ooh, that's scary. I think I'm going to skip this one. Too much going on there. Sometimes you need to look at these, especially if you're doing a live, Forrest. Woo! Look at that beauty right there. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. This guy's into cars for sure. Hopefully we won't see any half-dressed women on this page. This guy is definitely into cars. Wow, that is gorgeous. I'm going to hit a love button there. Wow. Oh, gorgeous. Got the little fire button on there. Cool. Yes. Good message. Did I spell that right? No. Check your inbox. And this guy's name is Wolfgang. That's pretty cool. Wolfgang Knight. Maybe I'll make that my pseudonym, right? Wolfgang. Neat. Yeah, you guys get to experience inside the brain of Forrest while you're watching him prospect live. Here we go. So Wolfgang. Now, typically, because I'm teaching you guys how to do this, I'm going a lot slower than I usually go because I'm usually just open slab, copy paste, blah, blah, blah. I got the music blaring and I'm not explaining what I'm doing, right? So I'm just going. If you want to, you could do 2 copy and paste messages. You could do the one that you're putting on their timeline. It could be pretty generic. Maybe you have 3 of those sort of typed out and copy one, paste it, go back, copy the message, paste that. If you could stay that focused, right? Put in Wolfgang there and hit send. And I'll work my way through this till I get to 30 of these, and I'm just going to keep going and going and going. Do you do this from a business Facebook page, or can I have a business Facebook page if I feel I just go, my business will alienate my audience as I am a wide variety of things on Facebook to get customers? So that Michael, that's a really good question. So you can prospect from your page onto people's timeline. It's a little bit different strategy. I would recommend, because they can't send you a Facebook friend request from a page. You just seem like a page, and it's a little bit less impersonal. So I would still, if I were you, Michael, I would find 1 or 2 days in the week, right? 1 or 2 days in the week, maybe 3 days in the week, put a couple of posts on that page. Maybe one's a Facebook Live, or maybe one's a reel that you post to your page. It's business. So if even somebody comes through there, they can still see, okay, business, bicycling, hiking, camping, babies, business, right? Wife, kids, birthday party, business, right? So you've got the different things on your page, but they can still see that you're in business, that you're still, you're still an XYZ PDQ, maybe a personal trainer, a fitness trainer, maybe you're into trading, maybe you're into finance, whatever your deal is, maybe do credit repair, whatever your deal is. You put a post in there every now and then, 10 tips on how to fix your credit, right? If you're into credit repair, you're going to have that on your timeline. The point is, they need to come to your timeline and be able to scroll through it and see that you're actually in business doing what you're saying you're doing. Now, pro tip, and I'll close on this because this has gone a little bit long. Pro tip on this: if you have your company link on your Facebook page, you're missing a lot of business. If you're going to put any kind of link over on your Facebook profile, on any kind of links out there, send people to a page that's a lead capture form that they have to, if they want to see the information, or if they're going to watch a video, that they've got to fill out a form, right? They've got to fill out a form that's going to send you some type of information. Our company has actually a really cool system that somebody fills out the form, and automatically sends me a text message saying so-and-so just started watching presentation. When they finish it, it tells me so-and-so just finished the presentation. So very, very cool opportunity there. But make sure that you don't just have a link to your company page. Now, I'll say this. If you have an Amazon, if you're an Amazon reseller and you have a page and you just went out and you prospected people that says, hey, would you be interested in, I build custom computers for people, right? If you'd like a custom computer, reach out to me. I can build one for your business or build one for your company. And you've got a link to your custom computer building page on there that people can go in and see all the different computers that you build. That's a little bit different strategy, right? It's a little bit different than you wanting to have conversations with people that you're prospecting with them. If you send a message like this, then they come to your page, they scroll through your stuff, see the business link, they go look at your business page and say, oh, that's not for me. You have no idea. You have no way to capture that conversation. Your goal is to engage with conversation. Now, just because they're coming to your page doesn't necessarily mean they're going to do business with you, right? So again, be as congruent and synergistic as you possibly can in a full around circle. Talk about what you're talking about. Be about what you're being about. Be 1,000% bought into what you're doing. People are going to see that, add credibility. They're going to feel that energy through the universe. It's the law of the universe. It's the way it works, right? They're going to understand your energy. And as a result of that, they're going to just see your phone number scrolling across the bottom of a live, just like this. They're going to see your link in your video, and they're going to click on the link, and they're going to sign up, and you're going to get a message in your inbox, truth, in your inbox, that you just got a new customer and or a new teammate. It really works. I love you. I appreciate you. Jesus loves you. Absolutely nothing you can do about that. I'm on a mission to help you make a lot of money. I hope you are too. We'll see you next time. Bye.